Of the NBA on 2K Sports. This should be an intriguing contest. Hi folks, Brian Anderson here, alongside two fantastic analysts, Grant Hill and Brent Barry at the table, and our reporter, Allie LaForce. And for an idea of how the league is shaping up right now, take a look at these latest power rankings. You take a look at the Knicks. They slipped a bit, still in the top 10 though.
You know, right now for the Timberwolves, they've been such a welcome surprise. Not many people thought they could be this good, but they continue to relish the role of underdog.
A look at the Pelicans starting group. They've got Bruce Brown, Zion Williamson out there with Trey Murphy. Then there's DeJounte Murray, and it's Messi in at the 5, down low. And for the Timberwolves, Ant is at the 2 with McDaniels playing the 3. Rudy Gobert is out there with Julius Randle, and it's MP in at the 1. Murray from outside, always a nice way to start, makes his first one. If you like slow-paced basketball, you've come to the wrong place. These teams love to run.
Oh, they love to run. I mean, these teams score a great deal of transition baskets. They want to use their speed, their quickness, and attack the defense before it gets set.
All right, let's get a report from Allie.
Well, I had a chance to catch up with head coach Chris Finch. I asked Coach how they plan to limit DeJounte Murray tonight, and he told me we have to match his energy on both ends of the court. DeJounte is a player who can create something out of nothing with the intensity that he plays with. We can expect to see a lot of hustle on the court tonight, B.A.
Okay, thank you, Allie. We played just over a minute here in the first. McDaniels, that's good.
Well, a good start here. That's Trey for Trey, and that's Spanish for 3.
And here's Williamson. He'll bring it up for New Orleans. 4-point game. Last time they met was in New Orleans.
Today's game is about effort and energy. They got crushed on the glass the last time these teams played.
Well, let's see if the lesson was learned from that loss. If they come out with the same type of effort, they can expect a similar result here.
Now here's Edwards. In his last outing, 8 points for him. Gets the 3 ball to go.
And I love their energy so far. They're now 4 for 4 from the field.
Murray against MP. Williamson with a screen on MP. Murray looking around. Williamson against Randle. 5 on the clock. To stop the run. Williamson misses. The Timberwolves have gone 4 of 4 from the floor. Perfect start. And Grant, you look at the players the Pelicans have gone after recently. They have a clear plan.
Well, they do, B.A. They want to surround Zion with shooters, which, of course, makes sense. It's sort of the same kind of blueprint the Bucks laid out with Giannis. If you can shoot, the Pelicans have a spot for you.
Pass to Messi. Oh, Williamson throws it down.
Yeah, so fun to watch him get fancy on any finish. Zion again to the rack.
On the AT&T 5G Slam Cam, good looks by our terrific camera crew. The Timberwolves lead by 7. And in the first quarter, about 3 minutes played. MP, and MP throws it down.
I really don't think there's any way to slow them down. They have the defense scrambling out there.
Well, nothing that they're doing seems to be making an impact. And there are some nights where you just run out of options, whether it's by personnel or by tactic. Probably not the shot that was drawn up for that possession, but you can't pass it up and you can't knock it down.
And the officials whistle a foul on the shot. The bucket is good, and he'll go to the line. That sends Julius Randle to the free throw line. It'll be on Zion Williamson. All right, well, a look at how the points have been generated so far. A scoring breakdown for Minnesota.
They've done a great job facilitating shooters.
And so it's Williamson who brings up the ball for the New Orleans Pelicans. Ant is at the 2 with McDaniels playing the 3. Williams is out there with Rudy Gobert. And it's MP in at the point guard position. So that's the lineup for Minnesota. Clock at 6. Here's Williamson. Oh,
yes, sir.
Wow!
And that's what we've come to expect from Zion. Exactly.
Minnesota leading by 19. Brett, one area where Zion Williamson continues to improve is as a passer.
Well, B.A., he's cut down his turnovers while more than doubling his rate of assists. And to me, that's just familiarity, getting on the court more consistently and not being injured. I mean, he's going to build and compound on that experience. So starting to make plays is starting to show for Zion.
Here's Williamson. The rebound by the Timberwolves.
Yeah, that miss might stick with him for a little while. That's kind of a shoot-around jumper if I've ever seen one.
Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Well, MP in the last matchup against the Pacers delivered quite a performance. He contributed 40 points, and he didn't waste any of his chances, putting up an impressive field goal percentage. Putting in a performance like that one really builds momentum in your direction. We'll see how far he rides that wave tonight, guys.
It really was some night for him. He couldn't have been much better, Grant.
Yeah, B.A., there was nothing they could do to contain him. Once he got rolling, it was game on.
And sometimes you can just look at a guy and you see the confidence that he's playing with. That's what I like best.
McDaniels finds MP. Puts up a three. Ooh, he's been flawless tonight. Now he's 6 for 6.
He's lighting them up. Tough to strategize a comeback when you're being run over.
Pass to Boston. Quarter 2 and about 2 minutes in. They need this. And it's Gobert with a rebound. The Timberwolves have gone 3 of 3 to begin the second. MP scanning the floor. The kick out to Williams. Lets the three fly. Cash. It's MP picking up the assist. Williams has got 6 in the quarter. New Orleans has gone 0 for 2 from outside in the second quarter. And the Pelicans call time here. Well, Grant, as you always say, in the playoffs, you need a player who can score in isolation.
That's true, B.A. And in a 7-game series, defenses disrupt your set offense. If your stars can go mano-a-mano and create something out of nothing, that's often the best you can get.
Mark is checked in for Williams. And let's pause for a moment to recognize the teams with the best three-point shooting. Number 1, Minnesota.
Having the shooters they have, the best three-point shooting team in the league, it opens up the whole court by stretching the defense out.
Quarter 2 and just under 2.5 minutes gone by. Pass to Brown. Down low. Here's Misi. Basket's good. Misi's gotten his first bucket of the night. And here's Minnesota now. Big run right now for him, 11-2. MP against Murray. McDaniels passes to Gobert. Edwards for 3. And again, it's Minnesota with a 3.
I just love the ball movement.
Here's Murray. 17 points in his last outing. For 3. McDaniels with the rebound.
Well, even though he misses that one, the defense has got to talk about that. And that's a bad miscue, and you can't give up looks like that all game long.
Picked by Gobert. And here's MP from outside. And he sinks it again. 7 of 7 from the field now.
Wow, their opponent is doing a tremendous job spacing the floor.
Things just don't seem to be clicking for them offensively.
Yeah, they really need to find a way to get back on track.
Murray, no good. Minnesota with the ball. What a stretch they've got going here. 17-2. McDaniels finds MP. McDaniels a screen on Murray. MP, that one's good. MP's got 20 points.
Just how awesome is it to watch the best of the best start to dominate in a game.
Here's Murray. There's 48 seconds left in the first half. 5 to shoot. Goes back up. Gets it to go. His second make in 6 tries.
If guys are getting points inside, that's a bad sign for the defense. So you don't want to allow too much penetration, especially from DeJounte.
And that one's good. He's got 22.
Well, they're clicking on all cylinders right now, beginning to pull away.
Well, game plan might have been good, but you have to bring it together. Right now, their chemistry is something to be admired.
Pass to Murray. Launches a three. Edwards pulls it in.
Well, if he's going to keep shooting, they've got to run some plays for him. Screens, pick and rolls, anything they can do to get him started.
Here's Murray. Off with the layup. MP getting it done for Minnesota, providing the scoring punch right now, putting up a cool 22. We'll be right back with you shortly.
Hello, everybody. Maybe a bit of a surprise in this one, but what a...
How about all the points coming off those bench, man? I'm telling you, when you get that kind of scoring up and down the lineup, you can write your...
And now let's... Thanks for tuning in. Now we head back to Brian Anderson for the start of the third quarter.
Just about ready for the second half here. A big comeback is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. Hey, you look at MP in this game, he's been everywhere.
He was their offensive catalyst in the first half, working hard to get the whole team involved.
Yeah, he knows his role. He's out there to distribute the ball, get his teammates involved. Nice job.
Second half underway. Here's who Willie Green's got on the floor. DeJounte Murray is out there with Bruce Brown. Then there's Trey Murphy. Then there's Zion Williamson. And it's Misi in at the 5 spot. A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
Zion Williamson is a one of one. His teammate CJ McCollum told him, your ceiling is unlike anything the NBA has ever seen, but it's up to you to take full advantage of whatever it is. You can be as good as you want to be. This game will go where you take it. Brian?
You know, Allie, at his best, he is unstoppable. And it's Murray with the ball for New Orleans. It's hard to believe now, but Julius Randle has been in the league over a decade now, Brent.
Yeah, it's been an interesting ride for Julius Randle. A lot of different roles, but he's evolved his game quite a bit. Some he's done himself, and then guys have adjusted around the way that he has been a leader, a scorer, a rebounder, a presence. You know, Julius Randle continues to impress and make strides.
MP, the pass to Randle. Screen by MP. Randle can't hit. Here's New Orleans now. To the paint. Here's Misi. Misi. Back to Murray. Fires the 3. It's rebounded by Minnesota. Gobert's got his 7th rebound here tonight. MP no good.
For him, it's harder to miss that shot than it is to make that shot. I think he was anticipating a bit of a bump there.
Stolen by MP. Fast break, Minnesota. The finish! And MP throws it down.
What a play. MP getting it done on both ends.
2 minutes into the second half of play now. Inside. Nice move. And finished off by Murray as he lays it in. Murray's got 7 now in this quarter. The Timberwolves have gotten 2 of 4 shots to go since the break. And they pick up 2.
D has been just completely helpless and turned around. He's so dangerous when he's in this kind of rhythm.
Just over 2.5 minutes gone by in the second half. Oh, MP with a block.
Yeah, a timely intervention by MP. He knew just when to attack the shot.
Brown can't hit. For Minnesota, they've gone 3 of 5 from the field in this third quarter. MP, the pass to Randle. Cash. It's MP picking up the assist. MP's got assist number 5 here tonight. Williamson outside. Looking to get it going. Oh, the big dunk right over Julius Randle.
Yeah, it doesn't matter if you're big or small. You do not want to go toe-to-toe with Zion on the inside.
And how about our AT&T 5G Slam Cam? Couldn't have captured that play any better.
Oh, putting on a show with that dunk. MP just attacking the rim.
The Pelicans have gone 4 of 9 in the third quarter. Pass to Messi, outside Murray. In the third quarter with just over 3.5 minutes off the clock. Williamson outside. Shot clock at 6. Shoots over Randle. The rebound by MP. MP's got his 4th rebound in this one.
And their physical dominance has been on display. A 10-rebound advantage is a good indicator of how this game has gone.
Back to Randle from behind the arc. Sinks it from distance. Randle's got 14 points for the game.
The assist numbers certainly stand out. They've really emphasized ball movement here today.
Here's Williamson.
That is what I'm talking about. Wow. I feel like Zion with that quickness, guys are just not ready for that first step.
MP drives in. Oh, and the dunk by MP.
He is the story for them offensively and a big reason why they're ahead.
The Pelicans have gone 5 of 11 in this third quarter. Murray against MP. On the wing, Murray. 12 points for him. 6 to shoot. Pass to Messi. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up. Rudy Gobert picks one up.
Well, that was clearly a foul.
New Orleans shooting their initial free throws of the game here. First one falls for him. And some changes here for the Timberwolves. Williams is checked in for Gobert. Alexander Walker comes in for McDaniels. And it's Mann in for Anthony Edwards. Robinson Earl's checked in for New Orleans. Jones comes in for Brown. And so he hits both. We've got 22 seconds left in the third quarter here. Here's MP. Played it in with a nice touch off the window. MP's got 10 points in the quarter.
Yeah, when we talk about MP's unlimited potential, we're referring to nights like this one.
Pass to Murray. Driving to the basket. And it's Murray finishing it off.
Well, he's been carrying them all night on offense, but at some point, he's going to need some help.
With 1 on the clock. That misses. Would have counted had it gone. And so it's the Minnesota Timberwolves ahead by a mile with a 38-point lead at the end of the period. Their efficiency has been off the charts. They're running their sets well with patience and purpose. All right, we'll get back to the action after this break. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist to the game.
Yeah, just shredding the defense with that feed. 0 chance.
Minnesota making a change here. MP's checked in.
Get him, MP. Your time.
A little over 2.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth. Williams a screen on Murray. Outside, Williams. Pass to Dillingham. And here is Williams. Sinks that one from the post.
Defensively, you can't afford to get stuck on the pick.
That's one that the coaches will watch tomorrow with that player. You hate to see him give up in that situation.
They've got Williams, Dillingham out there with MP. Then it's Nickeil Alexander-Walker, and it's Clark in at the 4 slot. So that's the Timberwolves 5.
That might not be the shot they want him taking, even with the D backing off.
Here's Williams. To the wing on the left. Pass to Alexander Walker. Now MP. Shot clock at 5. Goes up and lays it in nice and easy. MP's got 34.
Oh my, powering through the contact. MP just went to work on them in the paint. It's safe to say they have dominated this game. The game wasn't even as close as the score says in a great win for the Timberwolves.
Pretty clear who the better team was today. They dominated in just about every phase of this game, Grant.
BA, it's almost hard to think what didn't go well for them. Their plan, their execution, everything was absolutely on point.
And all year, they've just found a way to win. 70 games in total. Consistency can be so elusive in this league, but they've got the talent, and their coach has pushed all the right buttons. It's been exciting to watch.
Always good to start a season series off with a W. They showed tonight they take this team seriously, and the next 2 matchups between these two should be fun.
And of all the highlights and performances we've seen here tonight, the one thing that stands out is what an unbelievable night it's been for MP.
Now, serving up feeds all night long. He was the best teammate that they had on the floor.
High post Clark. Pass to Dillingham. Left side, Alexander Walker. Clark outside. Now here's MP. Williams on the wing. The Timberwolves need to get off a shot here. Puts it up from 15. The shot's good.
Finishing the game strong. This is how you shut the door on any hopes of a comeback.
Yeah, definitely putting a stamp on this one. A very, very decisive victory for the club tonight.
Now Williamson. So we see the Timberwolves taking the W here. Well, this might not have been the most competitive game we've ever seen, but you've got to appreciate their masterful performance.
And I'm sure their fans appreciated it too. We saw the outstanding